Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakodash, the ones to the elders and the apostles of great milestone and rule well. Static until the Akim pushing and shooting and sincerity to the four corners of the earth, to the few aquatols and learning, being obedient to the husband. The brother Howard from GMS, prophetic vibration, camp back on our century spirit and power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. And this is a quick one through the spirit, just, alarm back on the brother testimony, 3-man testimony. Some brothers just didn't make it, and this is my 3-man testimony. Basically, about 4 years back, I had a dream, and this dream what the brother had and testimony basically say it could be a vision. It brought me back to this dream I had, and this is one of the dreams that stick to me. Within the truth, it always is like yes, a movie you saw before, and it was one of your favorite movie, and you could always talk about the certain details about the movie and certain things happen or occur in the movie. And this testimony and this dream, you could say, or vision, what I had, it stuck with me, throughout all the years in the truth. And this is something where I say to what I have shy for bringing me in this truth, giving me his name, the most important thing, and choosing me from among, men. And, it was a fearful dream, but at the end, the Lord showed favor. So I will play this brother, the beloved brother here, and, go down a little bit in his dream and bring on my dream to show that it was kind of similar to his dream, but his dream was more you could say more he gave more like more brothers and the apostles, and but my dream was just me, and it was just me working out on my salvation. And it was the father the brother dream other brothers was among him, and certain brothers wasn't among him also. So this is a show that it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the Lord. And that's why we have to make sure that, we call an election show. For every man had to work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. You understand? And the brother was going down into it also. It was Yapa who was going down into it. And we understand too that, doing your videos, going out on the highways and byways, that's a part of the work, but also brotherly love, showing that sincerity, nobody had a force to show love unto the brethren. You always showing that love. You always showing the love for the Lord, and always showing that you fear the Lord. And this is something very important in the truth. Showing that you fear the Lord and you love the brethren. Because it's 144,000. You understand? And we are being the body of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. We had to always remember that, we are a part of something, and same way as the brethren who are among us. And we are a part of something very great. You understand? So, same way as, you watch your brother, and same way as you're supposed to be watching yourself, as striving for perfection, striving for mastery, striving to be the best in this truth as you can be, So I will play the brother clip, and I will go down into my dream, but the brother video, Salakia, the brother testimony and dream, he say it could be a vision also, and there will be a Yapa vision. And I also dreamed the apostles, Apostle Ariamla, once also, and he had on white and gold robes, but he was in Trinidad. Yeah, he was out in the highways, and he was actually to break down Deuteronomy 4:1-2. And that was a Yapa dream, and it happened that same time in our brother get sifted out. But it really, because I ain't gonna say a brother, but a Jake, because these men was among us, but not of us. So I will play the clip, and I will bring out some precepts, and when I give in my 3-man testimony also. Shalom.
My younger brother, a couple of brothers from our camp. I know Tazwan was in there, and the brother Amawanga Bar, priest Amawanga Bar. All right, but but I just want to share with brothers. All right, now there are certain details that I do remember. Some I don't remember, so I'll leave that out. All right, but in this dream, it was myself, my younger brother, a couple of brothers from our camp. I know Tazwan was in there, and the brother Amawanga Bar, priest Amawanga Bar, was in there. And it looked like we were in some type of classroom, right? It looked like a class, and it was almost like we were waiting for something. Like it was almost like you sitting there to hear the bell, And then once the bell rings, you leave, whatever the case may be. So we're sitting in this classroom, and it was myself, Amwar Gabar, and we were just talking, you know, and I kept asking him questions. You know, I was just asking him questions like, yo, so how's this going to be? What you think it's going to look like, you know? And he was just kind of like quiet, you know, and then he'd give short answers. He's like, man, I don't know, man. We're going to find out, you know, that kind of thing. You know, and I was just super excited, you know. So then we heard the bell, and then everybody kind of picked up their shit. You know, we picked up our bags. I remember we all had like satchels, like it looked like book bags, but it was like the strap-on type book bag, you know, like a satchel. You know, so we had that, not too much stuff with it, you know. And then we started walking, and we walked out, and then we just kept walking. And then as we were walking, I lifted up my head, and I saw this huge building, right? It was like straight up like a mansion, like a legit mansion, huge, you know. And then the pillars, everything was just big, and it was just pure gold. There was no, like, it was just gold, like straight gold, just a huge mansion just standing there. And then the skies was like light blue, but it was like perfect blue, you know, like the color blue, like it was just like clean and perfect, you know. And I was like, damn. And then the grass, the grass was like cut to perfection, like the color green, but it was like enriched green and cut to perfection. There was no other colors, like no leaves on top of nothing. It was just like green grass cut to perfection, right? And it was huge space, you know. And then there was a pathway that walks to the stairs that leads you to the building, right? So that the whole pathway was paved with gold, you know, like straight gold. Like you're walking on gold to walk up the stairs of gold to enter into a golden building, you know. So as we're walking, but before we got there, it was like we're walking towards the waiting area. It's kind of like another waiting area, which was the grass area, right, like the lawn, right. And as we're walking there, we're walking through like a marsh area. It looked like mud, you know, like it was muddy on the right side and on the left side, and then there was like a plank that was in the middle. But the plank was positioned in such a way that you had to step on it in a certain way. If not, you're gonna fall into the mud, you know. So we were just kind of walking. We had our bag, and then we kind of like jump here, and then we stop here, and then we hop here, you know. And I was like, damn, man, this shit crazy, bro. Look. And so I turned back and I looked, and I was like, damn, look at the back, like the world that we just walked through from. It looked like a mess. It was like no life in it. You know, it was dark. You know, it was like gloomy. It was cold. You know, and then we're walking towards this mansion that's made out of gold, and it's like life. You know, vibrant.
And so I'll pause it from there. And I gotta add in my testimony also, you know, my dream I had for about 4 years back, you know. And that day, in that dream, you know, that day, I was in a school also, and there was a school in my village here in Trinidad, which is my primary school, and I had my only brother, you know, he and had my cousin also. And it had a lot of people, but we was in a concentration camp, you know. We was, you know, arrested, you know, and the church in the prison, and the prison was at school. But in the school had a lot of people also in the prison. But I was like sitting down on a chair, and I was just, you know, meditating, basically, just sitting down thinking. And within that is like a Spider-Man, like how Spider-Man is his senses. It's like I just feel like a sense, like the senses just sort of, you know, my senses enhanced in a sense where I was feeling like the Lord returning, but a sort of fear also, but a sort of a joy, you know. And within the fear and the joy is everybody sort of like go haywire, everybody sort of run and sort of scream and sort of run outside. But when they walk outside to the corridors, like a railing, and you could like actually look up. It have it have nothing, like no roofing, nothing. You just when you walk out on the corridor, you see in the sky. So I actually walk out because I see my brother, holy brother, he actually run. So when he run, I was like, hey bro, where you running for? You know, the Lord come, hey, the Lord come. And even before that, and I remember when I get this Panama instinct, I say, bro, hey, the Lord returning, the Lord coming back, hey, the Lord coming back, the Lord returning. And as I said that, like 2-3 times, is everybody started to go haywire and everybody started to go mad, like something that's come upon them, like a sort of fear, and everybody started to go mad and go haywire. So when I walk outside and I say, hey, bro, because he started to run, I say, hey, bro, where you going, where you running, going? The Lord come, don't run, don't run, don't run. So with him running, I look up at the sky, and it's like the whole sky was like, it was clear, and then you see the whole sky that's turned dark. And within the whole sky turning dark is like chariots by the thousands or hundreds of thousands. I can't even count it, but I know over like the whole of chariot that is just different shapes and sizes. Chariot big like 10-story building, 20-story buildings, like the size and the width. It's just a like massive chariot, and have a lot of small chariots in between. So everybody going, like, it's like, to them it's like an alien invasion or something like that, and everybody running here while I'm going mad. So I was like studying my brother, like, hey, don't run, bro, don't run, the Lord return. So within seeing that now, I started to chase behind my brother and tell him, don't run, don't run. So that a fire hydrant, like, I say, I know if it's a fire. Well, in these firefighters, in one of the firefighter stations, it have this, it's like a pole they slide down, right? So he ended up jumping on that and slide down. So I follow suit. I run behind him to tell him to run, the Lord return. So when I jump on, I grab on, I walk and I hold it on and I slide down. But he was running like real fast. But I was like, like running behind him, but it wasn't like with all that speed. And he started like getting more distance apart. So when I reached on the fire hydrant and I started to walk, as the brother was giving, the testimony about the grass. The grass was very green, and it was like, like in these football games, you'll be seeing how the grass, just everything level, and you're seeing like the color of the grass is just flourishing green, and like when it fall like when the rain fall or when dew falls, like when dew fall in the morning and the sun no rise, it just give that shine. And this is the grass where I was walking on, and within walking on the grass, like actually moved from where I was, like the dreaming of shifting from me walking like in a plane, like basically like I see like acres of the grass, like acres, like from far as my eyes can see. I seen chariots delivering up the lake, and I seen like beams coming down, and I seen like people getting take up. But it's how I was seeing it. I was seeing like afar off. So I seen chariots all around. It's like I see it all around the world. And like in the dream, it's making it feel so like you're seeing brothers getting delivered from the four corners of the earth. So the dream was making me like it, making me feel. So I was feeling while I was seeing it. So I was thinking also, brothers getting delivered. So it's like Babylon, no nukes now go looking to hit Babylon. So that was the vibration of at that moment, the feeling at that moment also. Basically the feeling at that moment. And while I was walking, I was studying to like, hey, my brother, and then I catch myself like, hey, why you studying your brother and you ain't studying yourself? Look, everybody getting beam up, you ain't studying, you ain't getting beam up. So I started like, within myself, I started to feel sad. So within feeling sad, I like bowed down my head and I was walking, and my foot like dragging, and I was like, oh God, Lord, Yahweh Hashem Noshai. I did not get the name, I did not come to about a year and some months into. So I was like, please, Yahweh Hashem Noshai, please don't let me die, please don't leave me, please don't leave me, Yahweh Hashem Noshai, don't let me die, please, Yahweh Hashem Noshai. And within like walking and dragging my foot, 5 chariots, or it looked like angels, to me it was like 5 wrong glowing balls, like or giving out a powerful aura, within the it's like small chariots, you could see. It's like 5 appear in front of me, and when the 5 appear in front of me, it's like through the spirit, is like call upon the name. That was getting through the spirit, like call upon the name. So I call upon him, I say, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And when I say that, I think I say Yahweh Hashem, Shai, Hashem, Kakodash. But within saying that, it's like within saying everything, it's like in a split of a second, I appear in like a whole different place now. Like I go into a different, like I can say a realm, a whole different realm or a whole different place. And within going in this place, it's like it's green pastures again, like green grasses, and it's spread out. But the green grass, it have like pillars of stones, flat shape out real nice, and they're going straight up into a mountain. But behind the mountain is like a sea of glass, right? So everybody line up. You see a long line with everybody line up going up to the mountain, and like they was going in like it's like a chariot. They're going in and so within walking going in, when I reach, before I form the line, I saw an Israelite who I know, and I confused it. Well, two Israelites, a confusion in her face, and a next Israelite who I grew up with, well, my uncle, you could say, and a confusion in her face who I know his father background is Jacob and his mother is an Elamite. So he was also there, and he was playing a string instrument. And with him playing the string instrument, he said, hey, you make it on the other side. So I was like, yeah. He said, well, line up, and continue going up, and within lining up now, I come out of the dream. So listening to brother dream, spark up something through my spirit that, it's a fearful thing, to fall in the hands of the Lord. It's a fearful thing in that day when you call upon the Lord, Lord, and the Lord say, hey, he know you not. So that's why, you try your best to make sure that you're calling an election sure by being on fire, being sincere, because we know the elect is the elect. But at the end of the day, that can weigh you down. Don't let that weigh you down in the spirit. Continue doing what you're doing, knowing that the Lord dealing with you through the spirit is you feeling the love, you feeling the sincerity, you feeling the energy that you in this truth, and you feeling the power of the Lord within you. Because when you go to the highways and byways, and that down payment, which is the Rakakolash, and you breaking down the scriptures, and you going down deep into certain things, and you, like, on a normal basis, like you don't talk about these things, or you don't even think about these things, but once scriptures coming out, you going down into it, and you're actually revealing what the wicked is doing, and you're lining it up to the scriptures, and you're understanding that, hey, the Lord dealing with you, even when they're dealing with certain brothers and they're showing them certain things through the spirit. It is really happy because, hey, sometimes most of the brothers is think alike. You understand? Some of the brothers think alike, and it is know the ones through the spirit. Is like, Lord give me the spirit of discernment in small seeing spirits. Some people, and I know spirit on the left hand side. Well, I went through plague of the mind, and I did a testimony on that also. So within plague of the mind is a lot of demons. Was like actually in my mind, and I was seeing demons, and a lot of things was happening to me. Like, I was stripping naked and running and all these things. But to understand the whole, well, that's a whole testimony by itself. I did a lesson on it. But the whole thing about that, why the Lord put me through that, because the Lord come to me in 2016 and tell me, hey, go and wake up your brothers. I was out at the sea, working out there, and say, go and wake up your brothers, go and wake up your brothers. And I tried to run. I continue in smoking weed, continue in my shit. And the Lord come back again 2018 and tell me, hey, go and wake up your brothers. I get a dream also, a chariot touch down, and it's like Sophia, like I seen wisdom, and a woman representing wisdom. So like, yeah, I go on my shirt and I pressing up to go in the chairs, and she say, hey, now it's not your time. Go and wake up your brothers, and then you will reach inside here. And she was so like dressed in modest apparel, head covered, and she was so like she was giving out that glow. And that child playing around my plane, and like there's just jumping on my back, and and playing and like crabbing up all the parts of my hand, just laughing and giggling. And I remember that dream also. But the whole thing about it is, what the brother go down into is, when he reached on the other side, the apostles greeted him, and the apostles have on white, and also, and that some brothers get put on the right, and the other brothers put on the other side, and the other brothers who was on the other side was looking for precepts to show, well, hey, I was still doing this, I was still doing that, and try to justify that, that there's a part of something which there wasn't. You understand? Because we understand the Lord is in control of all. So when you're thinking that, you're doing this or you're doing that, is the Lord how you doing everything? From the foundation, the elect is, you could say from the foundation, the elect is the elect. You understand? So when the Lord sealing back the elect in these last days, is bringing back us into remembrance who we really are. You understand? And sparking up that spirit, our righteousness within us to work out our salvation with fear and trembling and conquering this flesh. The most important thing is conquering the flesh, because this train of darkness is a serious battle. Because we wrestle against flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high places. So being in this flesh and fighting against these spirits on the left hand side, you understand? When they come, Esau, Edom, you understand? And the temptation, the trials, all these things, we get trial within his spirit. As Ahchya, when Satan came unto him, and he was tempting him. Same way we getting tempted, we getting tempted by these demons. But we are to always focus on the prize and rebuke even our thoughts, which is demons, is coming our voice also with scriptures. You understand? Curse out the old man. You understand? Because this is the old man trying to take charge by, trying to take you over by making you do certain things. So you are to always focus on the brotherhood. You understand? The body, because hey, the Lord said, as you clothe me, you feed me, you did all these things because you did unto your brethren. That's what we paraphrase in the scripture. So you have to always remember that you are part of something, you are part of a body where the Lord, take you out from that darkness and bring you into the marvelous light. So you have to shine a light within. The light was already shining, which is we know as the apostles were shining that light. And you come to shine a light also. So whoever you wake up, whatever fruit you bring in, you have to make sure that light shining also. So you have to always be looking after your fruit, looking after the sheep who under you. You understand? And even the bigger brothers, you shine light also onto them in the best way that they see and growing through the spirit and all these things. So within this truth, you understand that you have to make sure that you put your mind on focusing on the Lord. You put your mind on your mission. You put your mind on on coming out of this place, cursing out Babylon, cursing out whatever city in, whatever tongue in, and basically this time and period that Esau ruling, you curse it out. We heralding the return of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, where the place going to indwell righteousness. That will be seeking for a place where indwells righteousness, where rest is allowed. So I want to play a little more in the brother testimony, and I want to precepts, but through the spirit, I will play brother video and I'll bring out 2-3 precepts.
And I was just like excited, So I kept asking him, I was like, yo, so how you think it's gonna be like? He's like, man, bro, I don't know if you know, man. I'm kind of nervous. I was like, yo, bro, but what you think is going? He's like, yo, we're gonna find out. Let's keep walking, So we kept walking, and then we got to the front. Right now, when we got to the lawn, the edge of the lawn, Amal was in front of me. I was in the middle. My brother was behind me, and I believe the Elder Atazim was already passed. He had already crossed already. He was already on the lawn waiting, and with a whole bunch of brothers, mad brothers, just waiting on the other side. And then when we got there, on the left side, on our left side, you had the first person that was standing there was Elder Apostle Tahar. He was standing there, followed by Elder Apostle Gabar, and then Elder Apostle Rhymelock. Those are the first three that I remember. And you had to salute those three men. And if you got the approval of all three men, then you could stand on the grass to be waiting for your name to be called, so you could go inside. Hey, relax. So brothers was going up. They salute the elders, the apostles. And then if you get approved, you stand on the right side and you wait, So I saw Muhammad Gabar go up first. And then when he went up there, Elder Apostle Tahar, he was wearing all white. All three of them were wearing all white, right? And it was white, but it was like just power, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like pure white, and it had gold, like the chest, like the arm, the shoulder, all the way around here was gold, right? It was like straight gold. You could see it hanging like gold. And then their I guess the girdle, if you want to call it that, was also made out of gold, you know, and it goes all the way down to their feet, and it was just pure gold, you know, and it was all white, you know, and all three of them were wearing the white. So we got there, and Welgabar gets there first, and then he bowed his head, and then he put his hand out, and Apostle Har held his hand, and he gave him a slow kiss on his hand, right? He gave him a salute, and then he kissed his hand, he closed his eyes, he blessed him, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Brakatah. And then it was just so, like, the way it was done, I looked at it, I was like, damn, look, yo, he got mad love, look how slow yo, damn. You know, so I was like, yo, I can't wait to get there so I can make fun of him, like, damn, you got mad love, bro. You know? So, when I saw that, I was like, oh, shit, damn, that brother got mad love. Yeah, it was just like, you know, kind of thing. So, then it was my turn, I got nervous, you know, so I got there, you know, I put my head down, I saluted Apostle R, he shook my hand, he kissed my hand, and I said, hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Brakatah. You know, and then I moved to Apostle Gabar, and then as soon as he saw me, he goes, hey, there you are, brother, I knew you were gonna make it. And he kept saying that. He was like, I'm so happy to see you, man. I was waiting for you. I was like, where's the brother, you know? And I was
Yeah, can. So going back to also my dream, you know, if you don't understand that, you know, it was ordained for the elect to get delivered. It was ordained for the elect to get saved. You understand? So when you're seeing 2/3 bugging out and running because they see the chariots, because they didn't understand, they didn't actually, the Lord gave them warning, the Lord, you know, sent out the prophets, you know, Lord bid them to the wedding, but hey, it's a wicked and a rebellious generation. You understand? They refuse, you understand, to repent. You know, they refuse to listen to the prophets hearken. You understand? And the Lord say, shut out your hand to a rebellious nation. And hey, none of them never really, you know, show interest. So when the Lord return, we're going to go with them when the Lord was shining out, you know, that spiritual oil. You understand? None of them will take no oil for the cup. They take Christianity, they take Allah Akbar, they take all the Hindu gods, you know, all the religion of this world, and fill up their cup. So when, you know, the truth, you know, the song that we sang, as it was a new song, which we know, which the Lord bring us back to remembrance, you know, our heritage, we understand. So we get the inside, we get the Lord reveal the secret unto the servants, the prophets. So we were sealed through the Spirit and power of Hashem. Lord give us back, you know, to put us back in that first state mindset, knowing that we are gods. He say he are gods. So we getting back into that mindset as being gods, joining as with Yahweh. But the ones who wasn't chosen, they wasn't ordained, they wasn't, you know, to be rulers ruling over the 12 tribes and over the 17 other nations. You understand? Because just to be a king, it's not a simple rule, it's a big rule. So the Lord, as the scriptures say, you know how the Lord how it go, let me see if I get it to be out now. The scripture here in 2nd Ezra 7. Let me see if I get it here. Let's be out now. This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter, I'll start at verse 6. It said, there is also another thing, a city is built and set upon a broad field, and is filled of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on one hand, on the right hand, and on the left hand a deep water, and one only part between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. So you understand that, you know, every man had to work out their own salvation, fear and trembling. Every man have his, you know, his walk, you know, his part, you know, within the walk, his part, you know, within counting the course, you know, within the race they're running, as Paul say, you know, the race, you know, and one shall obtain. So you're understanding that, you know, in the book of let me get it here, Romans Romans 11 verse 7. And it read, it say, what then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blind. So, the elect obtained it because, as we know, the scripture say here in the book of John, chapter 17, verse 6, it say, I have manifest thy name unto the men which thou givest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou givest them me, and they have kept thy word. So you understand, this is the men who keep the word of the Lord. So even when the time of trouble come, the time of temptation, as they say here in book of 3 and Revelation 3 verse 10, it say, because thou have kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So you understand, the Lord going to seal of the elect. So when they go into the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, go straight to the point. Verse 4, it say, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof. So you understand, this is the ones who the Lord revealed the secrets unto. This is the one who the Lord say you have an unction from the Holy One. You know, this is the ones who are the eyes salve, that to know that what going to happen and what is to come is through the spirit and power of ahchya, by we prophesying it as being the Lord mouthpiece in these last days. So we had to expect the expected. We had to be like in a spirit of preparation for when the Lord return, and being prepped. Imagine a bride being prepped for her husband, the bride, the bridegroom, when he returned. So you had the bride being, she had to step out in her best, her smell, her hair, her smile, everything supposed to be given that glow. So when the bridegroom see you, he know that, hey, you're pure. So when they go into the book of Revelation 14, and outside from verse 3, it say, outside from verse 2, it say, and I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, and they sang as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. So you understand, that's why when the Lord say, in so like when the scripture in the book of Matthew say, we have pipe and none of them haven't danced. You understand? So we pipe onto them. The most important, we give them warning. We sing that, we preach thus says Yahweh Hashem. But them in the spirit of, who's this man coming with this new doctrine? But we understand, new wine cannot fit in old bottles. And the elect alone is the bottles that this new wine could fit in, because they have sang this song as it was a new song. So they know the song from since the beginning. They understand this song. They love this song. They sung this song as a favorite song, sung by a singer, who loved to sing a song, one of the best song, because as we know, some precepts we bring out and say it's one of my favorite precepts, so as we sing in this song, it have a lot of things in this song we love the most, and the most we love is the Lord, going to deliver us out of this place. As the book of Acts, and I think chapter 4, when it speaks about there's no name on let me see if I get it, just for edification's sake. I'll jump back to the Revelation. Yeah, there is the Revelation 14, the book of Acts. Let's be with my Baba Kusha. Right, bam, come up a little bit. Right, Acts 4, I think it's verse 13. No. Right, verse 12. It says, neither is there salvation neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved, and which the Lord say, hey, he have manifested the name unto the men, and the song also, which we get the down payment to understand the breakdowns, on the get the parables, to prophesy in these last days. You understand, to give Israel a warning. So going down into verse 4, verse 3, and it read, and they sang as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from earth. So this is the men who were redeemed. This is the men who was sealed, the mark of exemption. This is the men who calling upon Yahweh Ba'ashim Yoshai Ba'ashim Rakakodash in the time of distress, as the book of Psalms 118. It's saying distress we call upon the Lord, because hey, what man can do unto us when the Lord on our side. So going to verse 4, it says, these are they which would not defile with woman, for they are virgin. These are they which follow the Lamb whatsoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruit unto Yahweh and to the Lamb. So you understand, hey, this is the main who the brother was speaking about, who the apostles was greeting, and giving him and bidding them Godspeed, which is Shalom, and there was in a good case, because there was on the right hand side, because we're gonna join ears with Yahweh Shai, as Yahweh Shai is Colossians 3 and verse 2, he on the right hand side of Yahweh, so we had to seek the kingdom and set our afflictions on things above. So we had to seek to make it out of this place. Seek that, make sure our call and election sure, making sure that we know no lukewarm, neither, we had to make sure we hot. As the scripture said, don't be lukewarm, be on fire, be diligent for the Lord. Because you're seeking your salvation, that's the most important thing. The Lord is worried to feed his sheep, give warning, and occupy in prophecy. So when the Lord return, blessed is when the Lord return, see it, his servant so doing. So when the Lord return, you had to be on fire. You had to be, is like when the Lord refining gold, like this picture, Salakia, when the Lord refining us. And just imagine when a goldsmith refining gold and melted down, and he does say he make a gold plate, and he could see himself within the gold, because it's shining back. The shine of the gold, it's so pure that you see yourself. So when the Lord return, he don't want to see himself within us. So we have to refine ourselves and make sure that we're in the right mindset, we're in the right spirit. We're doing the things to please the Lord, and we always showing, that sincerity, that love towards the brotherhood, towards the brethren, not forsaking the assembly, not studying your pocket, not studying certain things will not profit you or cannot deliver you. All they're focusing on is to make sure that you make it, and the ones who pushing and signing out on the highways and byways, presenting them as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable, next to you, doing the same thing, pushing. Right? So I'm going to see if I can finish all the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel 9 and verse, I think it's verse 5 or 4. Right, verse and verse 5, continuing, it say, and to the others he said in the midst hearing, and to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. So you understand, this is the Lord going, make the angels, bring, judgment upon two-thirds of our people. You understand? And even the Lord, when he return, is going to, bring destruction. You understand? Upon the wicked. Esau, Edom, and it a plague, pestilence, famine, and even the sword, which is Esau, Edom, going to bring it on to two-thirds of our people. You understand? So this is the judgment the Lord going to bring forth. He said that spirit that created for vengeance and appease the wrath of him that sent them. So we have to make sure that we are on the right hand side of the Lord, and not on the left hand side, because he don't want to be, the one who born in Lord, Lord and Daddy, and the Lord haven't choose you. So that we have to fear the Lord and constantly be pushing. So this is just a quick one through the Spirit. Dream and testimony also. Just land back it on the brother dream and testimony. Make me bring it out too. You don't want to just jump in through one or two little precepts just to add, through the Spirit. I hope I put it together, just to the sheep, so they can understand. Because as we know, we are yet this day in captivity, and we under the revived Roman Empire. After throughout all these captivities, we back in a strange land and speaking a strange language, not the pure language. So with that, I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Double honors once again to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and the Rule Well. Salvation to the ahchya and pushing and shoot in sincerity to the four corners of the to the few ahchya who listen and learn, obedient to us one. My brother Howard once again through the Spirit and power Yahweh Shemeshah who was edifying. And brothers be in the right spirit until the Lord return, that we be delivered. Shalom.